Hi guys, welcome again to the third episode of Your Voice with Chuna Salim. This is where you get a chance to interact with me, to share your life experience, your life goals, your challenges, whatever that has been happening in your life. This is it is a platform that we are trying to bring a guest ambao in one way or the other wana mchango katika jamii, na vile vile kuna na tunataka kujua safari zao za maisha. Tumetoka katika mazingira tofauti, tumetoka katika county ama tumetoka katika area tofauti, lakini leo hii ni tuko na mgeni. But first of all, let me say thank you, ama let me appreciate for everyone who has been with us kuanzia episode ya kwanza mpaka pale tulipofikia, na vile vile for those who have been subscribing, who have been sharing our videos, who have been followers on our social media, that is Let's Voice podcast. Kindly usisahau pia kusubscribe, and in case of any new episode utakuwa wa kwanza kuisikiza. Kama kawaida, I'll be your host for today, Chuna Salim, and let me give a chance mgeni wetu leo ajiintroduce ni nani, anatoka wapi na anajishughulisha nini katika society.
Asante sana Chuna. My name is Aisha AlHussein. I work with Kenya Redcross Society, and my title is the County Coordinator of Kenya Redcross, that is Mombasa. So that is where I work. I'm only in charge of Mombasa County. So what we do, I think, is overall, it's all known by people. Kenya Redcross is a humanitarian organization that help people, the most vulnerable. That is where we focus.
Okay.
Sana.
So mimi kabla tujaendelea nitakwambia hapa we interact.
Okay.
We talk. Ikiwa it's something that is touching, kama unataka kulia wewe lia. Kama it's something funny we talk. Yani jisikie nyumbani, feel at home. Aya, sasa kuna mtu ambaye anakuonaga tu social media, Aisha hajui Aisha ni nani. Pengine if you're given a chance to say Aisha ni nani, utaswambia Aisha ni mtu aina gani?
Okay. Aisha ni mama, ni bibi. Niko na miaka ambayo nimefika 3rd floor.
Mashallah.
And niko na mtoto mmoja. Niko na bwana. And naweza kusema overall huyo ndio Aisha. Ni mwanaharakati.
Ni mwanaharakati.
Ni mwanaharakati kwa kusaidia watu wa Mombasa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ulisoma wapi, pengine high school, primary, college?
Okay. Mimi nilisomea Sharif Nasir.
Hapa tu jirani.
Hapa tu jirani tu hapa.
Okay.
Then I went to Kim, nikasoma. Then nikafanya CPA. I'm an accountant by professional. But right now I've changed my career. Right now I'm a leader. Okay. So I'm managing some staff around Mombasa and all the programs that we're implementing within Red Cross in Mombasa.
Okay.
So right now, even my career, I've already started another course. I'm doing it at Mount Kenya University.
Okay. Yeah. Kuna mtu ambaye anakuona hivi pengine unakaa cool kid. Mtu ashakwambia hivi. Unakaa cool kid.
Wow.
Sasa kuna mtu ambaye anataka kujua growing up maisha ya nyumbani yalikuwa vipi?
Okay.
How many are you nyumbani kwanza?
Sisi kwetu ni we are 3, same father, same mom. And in total we are 7.
Okay.
I have other siblings, but we usually call ourselves we are from the same father, so we are all siblings. I am the second born. I have my elder sister who is a nurse who works at the county government of Mombasa. I am the second born. Okay. I have my 2 brothers. One he's employed himself. He has his own business. Another one is in South Africa and hustle kimaisha. And another one is a captain. And I have my other sister who is a nurse also, a younger sister, and another one is in abroad. Okay. So that is another one is in school. So that is the overall
kwenye ambako umetokea.
Yes.
So umetoka katika environment ya wasomi, that is.
Okay.
Like kila mtu, this one is doing this one is doing this one is doing
no,
this.
I think tunajituma. Yes.
Is there competition between siblings? Awa ni
no.
Hakuna competition, kila mtu kivyake.
No. Sisi by the way kila mtu amechukua different career. Ukinotice kila mtu
ile kwamba this she's a nurse, let me do this.
I don't think so.
Not in a negative way.
Yeah, I think so because we are each other's keepers, so we talk to each other, we guide each other, but I feel kila mtu akona passion yake ya maisha, kila mtu anajua pale anataka kwenda, so we usually support each other in that aspect.
Okay, umesema you did CPA. How is shifting? Unajua kwanza CPA atakao tuambie they're good in maths, right? You're good in maths.
Okay. I will say it's a passion that I have since I was young. When I finalized my O level, nakumbuka nikisema nataka kuwa finance, nataka kufanya accountant, then everyone was like hautaweza. But I'll say to the younger youth where you are, if you have passion for anything, just go for it. Don't limit yourself. Because I went and did business management, and eventually I end up not practicing it. And I went to finance, and all my life I've been a finance person, supporting the Kenya Redcross Society. I went to Kenya Redcross Society when I was very young. So since then I've grown to be from someone who is very low to a professional person on finance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kuna kile kitu ambacho we come from a society where women are being limited.
Okay.
The coastal part of Kenya, pia uswahilini kwetu watoto wa kike especially wanakuwa limited sana. Have you ever felt katika one time katika maisha yako labda umekuwa limited, usifanye kitu fulani, ama unajua ile kwamba you trying to achieve whatever you want to do, but then kuna some limits ambazo mtu have you ever feel like limited, ama mtu anakuweka in a certain kakuna ambayo you cannot jifungua ukaendelea kupigania ndoto zako?
Okay. Siwezi sema nimepata changamoto because familia yangu imekuwa very supportive, alhamdulillah. I remember when I was joining Red Cross, the background I came from is a very religious person, my family. So it was kind of like, at first they were like, what is Red Cross? You know, the mentality people think of Red Cross think is Christianity. It's an organization that deals with Christians. But Red Cross, it is not a Christian organization. So once I disseminated to my family, they understood and they've been supporting me. One of my supporter, I will say, when I was very young to where I am, is my elder sister. She's the one who held my hand when I was younger. And of course, my family, that is my dad, my mom, my aunties, my uncles, those are the people that I've grew up with them. So hapo ndo niligrow, nikafika. And in terms of challenge as an organization, like ninakuwa kama segregated because I'm a woman, I won't say I'm getting that hit because napata support. From all my boss, because my bosses, most of them ni wanaume, from the Secretary General, that is Dr. Ahmed Idris, and of course my mentor, that is Mahmoud Noor, he's my chairman, and another one is my head of region, who is Mr. Abdikadir Aden. I'm all surrounded with men, so I don't think niko na hiccup. They support me when I reach out for any support, and they've always kept me on the forefront. And generally, as Kenya Red Cross, CCP, we are not supposed to take in terms of one side. As one of our fundamental principles, we are supposed to be neutral. So, mimi mwenyewe, kama niko within the society, it is a neutral place whereby everyone is equal. Everyone has to feel like inclusivity, it is all over.
Talking about sasa wewe being included katika organization Red Cross, kuna kasumba ya kwamba, not kasumba, but it is allegedly that kufanya Red Cross people need connection. Huko nje kuna youth ambao they are still there, like wapate ile channel la kuingia Red Cross. Is there a protocol ambao watu wanafaa wafate, ama how is it working under Red Cross? Kwa sababu people are saying the same people ambao let's say walianza kwa kwenye Red Cross miaka 20 iliyopita, miaka 10 iliyopita. People want new faces, people want new volunteers. Wewe mtu ambaye unafanya Red Cross, is it true ya kwamba ni ngumu sana kupata hata kitu kama volunteership kwenye Red Cross?
Siwezi sema, as Red Cross volunteer are the backbone of the society. Ukiangalia Mombasa, naweza kusema kuongelea Mombasa, labda staff ni wa 10-15. Lakini volunteers are the people who are moving that organization. There's a pool of volunteers that are 1,000 volunteers supporting. So Red Cross is open to everyone who's willing to come, and we are not supposed to discriminate anyone in terms of culture, in terms of religion, in terms of where you come, in terms of your gender. It is open to anyone. So I won't say like there is protocol or this procedure for one to, you just pump up to our office, and our office are open to assist anyone who is willing to join us Red Cross members. So there is the volunteer part and there's the membership part. And I think you've said about being employed. Maybe I can give a small brief of where I came and where I am today. I joined Red Cross when I was 22 years old. So young, so naive. And I remember when I was there, when I walked in, there was a guy who's a guy that I've met when I walk in that gate. And I usually tell him, that guy till today, you are the first person that I met when I walk in this gate. And he was telling me, hi, how can I assist you? He was very humble. And I said, I wanted to see someone by so and so. How can I see him where he is? So I went and saw this person. And I went there as an intern, because I was still in school. So I wanted to give back whatever I'm doing at school. At least I can have experience on the working on the working environment. So nikifika, nikamwona ujamaa, I gave up my papers and I introduced myself. Mimi ni nani, mimi natoka wapi, nataka kusaidia, nataka internship. So I was linked in a regional office, that is Kenya Redcross regional office back then. And I was in an intern for 3 months. Then after 3 months, waliniabsorb, nikakuwa kama volunteer. Volunteer most of the time, I'll say the times I joined, there were no payment and allowances. And I used to commute from Mtwapa, that is where my home is, to town every single day with no payment. So you can imagine, how am I sustaining myself? Who was giving me those transport payments to accommodate myself to reach to Red Cross? So I volunteered myself for 4 years with no payment. And I was going there like a staff each morning, from 8 to 5, whereby in the evening I could go to classes. And that is the time now everyone was like, why are you working in a place whereby you're not being paid anything? But I feel it's the passion that I have and what I was doing to the community that drive me. And it's made me like push more and more. And I grew up after that. After 4 years, then I got an assistant finance at Mombasa now. So I came down to the branch level, that is Mombasa County. And I started as a finance assistant. That is, I did it for 2 years, 3 years. Then I was confirmed.
Without payment still?
No, I was on payroll then. I was on payroll now. After 4 years, that is the time now I got. Of course, it was just a small stipend that I can say back then. It was not like the way like right now people are being paid in terms. So it was just called a focal person finance assistant. I worked for 2 years. Then after then I was confirmed under a project. Then that is when I started a real contract base within Red Cross. That is in 2017.
So niseme ni vijana tu wenye ambaye mtu hana subra ya kunini. But working for 4 years inataka subra nyingine hali ya juu. Why were you that focused? Pengine what keeps you?
I think it's the passion.
Because at the end of the day unaangalia mtu kufanya mahali miaka 4 si rahisi. What was the motive behind?
I'll say it is passion. Because Red Cross, you're not only engaged in the office. Once you go to the field, there are things that you see and you'll be touched as a human person.
Unajua watu wengi wanataka kufanya na Red Cross because squeeze vijana wengi they want the publicity part of it. Being on Red Cross, mtu picha sa postiwa utaonekana. Yani vijana wengi they are more of kuonekana but not the service that they are doing. Okay. What is sasa tuongelee on a slight personal level. You said you're a mom, a wife. How do you balance between kazi zako, whatever you're doing to the society, plus are you a social person?
Yes, I am social. But people feel when they see my face, they say like I don't talk, but I'm very social. To the people who know me, to my team at Kenya Redcross, they know me. I am one of a noisy person.
Do you go out often?
Yes, of course.
Oh, una party?
No, not party. But of course, out, when I mean out, is a place where I can relax myself and enjoy. So sometimes I usually go out with my volunteers around the Red Cross. We just go place and have some coffee, tea, and we just have some time out of the office.
Okay. So how do you balance kazi na plus your family?
Okay. It's not easy. It's not easy. Let's call a spade a spade. With the position and all that, you always find yourself out there running. So what I try the best is I usually try leave the office very early, although it's not frequently. And over the weekend, I try spend most of the time with my family. Like I totally switch off work related issues. Although I know myself, we are a 24 hours based organization whereby anything can happen in terms of disaster response, we're out there. So I'll say I really try although it is one of the toughest thing that I'm fighting. But I know with time, because the position is 1 year old, it's 2 years old right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm still settling. And once I've settled everything in terms what I need the office, what I need the Mombasa branch Kenya Redcross to go, then that is the time now at least I'll have breathing and know things that how they're supposed to move from here.
Tuko katika era ambayo wanaume wengi they feel intimidated ama wanaona wanawake as a threat once mwanamke ako na kwero. Is that what is happening with you ndani ya nyumba ama kwenye ndoa yako?
Alhamdulillah. I have one of the best supporting husband.
Okay. And ulimtoa wapi? Kilimall Jumia na sisi tukaudi.
I have one of the best husband, alhamdulillah. Because when we met, I was still younger, and I had not joined Red Cross. And then when now he comes officially, I have joined Red Cross. So he knew how I am, how I have been working. He's been looking and watching me on the social media. So he knew what kind of a woman he was getting into. That is something I really appreciate him. I've never told him, but that is something I appreciate him. No, let me say it today. Thank you.
Okay. So you have a supportive partner.
Yeah.
Hajawahi kuwa hata kama hajakwambia, lakini kuna siku ushigwa hivi ukamwangalia ukasema lakini huyu he is threatened kidogo.
He's not threatened, alhamdulillah.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, and he's supporting whatever you are doing
100%.
What is kuna vitu ambavyo katika maisha vinatokeaga vinakuweka chini. What is that one thing that has ever happened and you would love to share with us? That one scenario ambayo ilikufanya wewe labda you take a break from everything alafu ukaishughulikia.
I won't say like a specific issue ambayo may happen, but I'll say I like honesty people. I can give a scenario. I'm not giving a scenario, but I'm someone who's really straightforward, by the way. When there's something that maybe we've crashed or we've tumekaruzana, ama tumekosana, I usually tell someone on the face. So that is how I am. So I prefer such people because that is the best way to move. You know, with the mental issues right now we have everywhere, people are suffering. It's good to speak up. So what I can tell the younger people there, do not stay silent. If you feel someone has done something that you're not okay, speak it up, talk to it on their face. Thank you.
What I'm trying to ask is, so your life has been that smooth from high school to college to kazi to nini. Hapa kuna watu ambao katikati yani mtu kuna ka scenario hapa katikati, let's say you've been jobless, you've nini. Ama maisha yako yamekuwa soft tu hivyo from high school.
Hakuna binadamu maisha yake yamekuwa soft. One of the hardest part ni hiyo ya 4 years. Unajua unamka asubuhi kuja hauna pesa. And it reaches sometimes that you can't work. Because you can't go to support because you do not have fare. So those were one of the really stressing time of my life because I was still in school. I wanted to go to Red Cross. I didn't have money to go. So sometimes I could just come in town. Then I would go back to Mtwapa because I do not have fare and look at my auntie house within town. Then I sleep. So because ile asubuhi ya siku ya pili nipate kwenda Red Cross. So those are really trying time in my life, I'll say. And of course, changamoto ziko kwa kazi. See, ati ni smooth. You woke up a day, there's frustration that you get, but what I say it is focus is really key. Hizi distraction kama ni kazi, kama ni nini, zitakuwa ziko of course. Maybe utakaruzana na mtu yoyote. Si lazima kazi, hata mtu nje, hata partner, but the thing is it is how you solve that issue. Maybe umesikia mtu ameongea hivi, you sit down and talk. So that is something that is usually normal. I won't say normal, but they usually happen. So it is how you tackle it and sit down and have discussions about it.
Najua mimi ni mbea, niliposikia unakuja nilichungulia social media pages zako.
Okay.
But I never find your family there. Why?
Oh, wow. Oh, no, my page is, I think it has been private all that time.
Okay.
It is just recently that I have a team on my communication department. They were asking me, how will people know Aisha? Because you are new in this position. So they told me you need to come up with a a page that is open. So that is how that page doesn't have any of my family members. And I find it is better because let the family issue be a private, because I don't have to publicize the things I do with my family, because that is a private affair stuff.
No, people know you are married. You're just squeezing to go katika mahali ambako mtu Aisha is married, so you want to know the husband, the kid, the nini. Your husband that tujai muone umepost mahali.
Anapostiwa?
Status WhatsApp.
Anapostiwa. Ambao wako kwa social media zangu nyingine wanamuota.
So ni status peke yake. Unajua squeeze ni kama mashindano. If you go outside with someone mtu ana post, that's why I ask you, are you that the social person? Asante that mtu hata kama ni you've gone out with your family, your husband, your kids, ama mtu una post pia mtoto wako ama watoto wako kwenye social media. Do you think it is the right thing to do that?
I feel it is not right doing that, because familia yako ni private life yako bana. Si ati nikienda mahali watu wajue huyu bwanake ni mtu gani, mtoto wake iko fulani, because ile ni private life yangu. Na ukiangalia maisha mingi saizi, vijana ambao wako sasa wamefocus sana kufocus kuanika maisha yao, and hujui nani ni mzuri wako na ni mbaya wako. So kitu nitapendelea ni watu wachunge ndoa zao, chunge bwanako, chunge mtoto wako. Ikifika wakati wenyewe unataka kuonesha ni sawa, but mimi personally I like to keep my private life.
Lakini watu wajue tu Aisha she is a family woman.
Wewe jua hiyo niko na bwana, niko na mtoto, yatosha.
People watu wanasemaga married doesn't work. How long have you been married?
Oh, okay. This is my second marriage.
Your second marriage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so far, alhamdulillah, the first one was good. And this one also, it's been good. It's been 3 years right now.
Kama ni good, mbona imekuwa ya pili?
It happens in life. Things happen. Things happen.
Things happen.
Yes, things happen. And there is no hate. Once it's done, you move.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
move.
When mtu ambaye unaweza kuambia mtu if it does not work, we toka.
Siwezi kumwambia it doesn't work, toka. Because mine was, it was a long marriage. I stayed for 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I stayed for 7 years. And kadari ya Mungu, Mwenyezi Mungu ndo anajua mwisho wake ni wapi.
Okay. Yeah. So umwambie mtu atoke?
Siwezi mwambia mtu.
Someone is watching you na anasema kwamba yuko mahali ndoa yake it is not working. Labda akona fear ya mtoto, the society itasema nini, ama nikitoka nitaanzia wapi? Mtu kama utamwambia nini? Okay,
kitu nitasema is subra ni kitu muhimu kwa ndoa. That is always the advice nawaambia watu wote. Hakuna ndoa rahisi. Hakuna ndoa ambayo itakuwa tu ni furaha kila siku. Mutapanda ngazi, mutashuka, mutapanda ngazi, mutashuka. But inategemea subra yenu nyinyi wawili iko vipi. Na kama mnaona imefika mahali ni kiwango like imefika mwisho, ekeni wazazi mu involve. Tukae chini wazazi tuzungumze. Ikishindikana, kuna mashehe siku hizi ambao wanafanya counseling. Unaweza kuona kuna maustadha wanafanya counseling. Unaweza kuwaita wakakaa na nyinyi mkazungumza. Kuachana iwe ni last scenario, because kitu nitasema utaolewa utawacha paka dini.
Okay.
Kitu nitasema ni tujaribu, ikifika ni mwisho umeona huwezi, na unaona maybe mental health yako inakusumbua, then it is a decision that person needs to make, not anyone. Okay. Hata mimi nikija kukwambia kutoka, hiyo si advice nzuri.
Wacha yule kulala ukaamka ukaamua watoka.
Ni yeye mwenyewe aamue, kwa sababu yeye ndo anajua yale maisha amepitia kwa ile ndoa.
Okay. Kitu ndio anasema yeye ndo anajua kiatu vinamfinyia wapi.
Kabisa.
Okay. But marriage works.
Alhamdulillah. To me, I'll say it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
You just need scam.
It's not a scam. I think it's the generation people are putting it right now. But marriage is one of the best thing.
Halal, watu wasema halal is beautiful. Halal is sweet.
Kabisa.
Okay. Nataka tuchukue mapumziko mafupi kidogo, lakini sasa kabla hatujaenda, pengine swali la mwisho. Kuna mtu ambaye anakuangalia, anasema Aisha she's living a perfect life. Is it for the Instagram? Are you that person ambaye mtu you portray the perfect life? Perfect life inamaanisha kwamba mtu kaangalia the kind of lifestyle mtu anavyoishi inakaga tu poa. Kuna mtoto pale nje, not mtoto but mtu ambaye she wants to be like you in the future, or whatever you're doing to the society. Utamwambia nini mtu kama wewe? Tabana picture naona maisha ni soft tu.
Okay. I would say I do not have a soft life, by the way. I've been through up and downs. I think to my family at home and to my family at Redcross. I call them family because we spend most of the time from 8 to 5 here at work. So they know me in terms of I'm not a softy person, and I don't come from a sporty family in terms of no. That is the whole thing naweza kusema. Changamoto ziko kwa maisha nimepitia, na sio mtoto ati nimekulia kwenye maisha ambayo ni ya tajiri. Alhamdulillah, niko hustle, hustle na kuendelea na maisha, kungangana na maisha.
Okay. We're taking a short break. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. We are back with best and good and better. Tunaendelea tu. So kuna kitu ambacho huwa mtu ana people are struggling a lot mentally, financially, physically, upande wa afya. Yani it is a lot being a Kenya pia at this time. It is just a lot. So kuna mtu ambaye anakuangalia with whatever you are doing, are you okay mentally? Are you okay?
Yes, I am.
You sure you're okay?
What I'll say is whenever it reaches a point that you need that person, I usually reach out to counselors.
Who's your first 911?
My first 911, my husband, my sister. Okay. And I have someone I call, I usually refer him as a mentor for any guidance, for any support. Yeah. Unajua kuna tuawana hata mtu ambaye you have someone to call, ama mtu akakusikiza vile ama nini na nini. Have you ever find yourself depressed? Yani maisha yakakugonga at any point ukaona mimi hapana? Depression. Alhamdulillah. I think venye tumekulizwa kwa dini ya Kiislamu, kitu nitasema ni ukiwa karibu na Mungu wako, Mwenyezi Mungu akufanya sahali na mambo mengi. The fact that unaamka utakuwa unaswali, unafuata yale basic ya dini, I think huwezi kubabaika na dunia ama ikakutingishika dunia. So na hiyo ni kitu changamoto nyingi sahizi, utaona watu wamesahau dini. Lakini tukikumbuka dini na tukijua kuna Mungu, sioni kama kuna kitu kwenye hii maisha itaweza kukutingisha sisi. Kuna watu ambao watu kama labda mimi guest akija wana chokora sana background sijui na nini, but I've never find you in any drama, social media drama wala nini na nini. You don't do that. I think I have my standard in life. I'm not a person of dramas, and you'll never see me with dramas anywhere because I am a public figure. Okay. I have a pool of people that are looking after me as a mentor, as a role model. So it's rare, and I don't think I've ever had myself in any of the dramas.
How do you unajitoaje? Maana ukiangalia siku hizi kama si drama za nyumbani, we have in a family we have that one person ambaye we are not all perfect. Cousins, sijui relative ama nani, mtu anakuja kuleta issues zenu labda za familia kwenye social media. A friend pia kwenye social media, mtu umekosana na mtu bahati mbaya mtu kwa social media. How do you make sure that hiyo part sisi hatuione? Because no one is perfect at the end of the day. I think ni malezi penye nimetoka pia na watu surrounding yetu. Hatukuwa ni watu ambao ni wakuongea kila kitu tuende kapeleke kwa mitandao. Tumefundishwa tarbia. And kitu nitasema, tarbia ni kitu muhimu kwenye maisha. Tarbia especially kwa mtoto wa kike. Tarbia na dini ni kitu muhimu sana kwenye upbringing ya mtoto. So I think ukikuwa na hizi vitu hautowahi kufikiria kuwa na madramas, because we mwenyewe pia kama ni rafiki utaangalia rafiki ambaye kama mnalingana na yeye, utaenda kwa rafiki ambaye mwajua hamutolingana na yeye. So I think hiyo ndo nitasema muhimu, because familia yangu si watu ambao utawapata kwenye mitandao ati tunaongelea, ama watu wako kwenye mitandao wanaongea kuhusu issue za familia. Alhamdulillah,
Tumeinushwa kidini na tumeinushwa na tarbia za Kiislamu. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, how is it being a mother?
Okay, nice. I think it is one of the best life that I've ever experienced in my life. Having a daughter. She's a girl. And it's one of the most healing thing. You know, when you're so stressed up from work and you reach home and there's a young girl waiting for you and she's like calling you mama and she needs a hug. That is one of the best moments that I really enjoy reaching home.
Okay.
Yeah, so naweza kusema maisha ya kwa mama ni mazuri sana.
Unasema ulezi si rahisi.
Ulezi si rahisi, ni kawaida, ni changamoto kawaida hiyo. Those are hiccups that come in life. Ile ulezi, kazi, ukiangalia, but subhanallah, it is a different feeling when you have a kid.
When you have kids.
Yeah.
Oh, so watu wazae uko nje.
Wacha watu wazae. Although kulea ni kazi, but ukiwa na support system, good support system, wallahi, it is one of the best thing. Best thing.
Okay. Have you ever thought of having your own ama tufanye nini? So you only work with Red Cross. So una vitu vingine ambavyo unafanya pengine mwanabiashara nini outside the kazi ambayo mtu anakujua nayo?
Okay, I support I'm a board member in few of the society organization like NGOs that support community. I am a board member at Swahili Pot. I support on the finances part. And another place that I work is we have a family group. We call it Akhawati Women. That is a family women that we work around within our family to support each other. So I'm part of the committee that I sit in those meetings. And kitu nyingine naweza sema ni ni mwanabiashara, lakini ni time ndo sina. Kwa sababu it's a lot of work.
Commitment nyingi umepeana katika kazi yako kuliko vitu vingine.
But inshallah once I'm settled, I need to revive. But my business is an online.
Okay.
Yeah, I have an online shop. I'll say. Normal stuff, viatu, hizi tu vitu za kawaida ambao watu wanafanya tu.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ship them from Turkey, others in India, others in Dubai. Yeah. But sahi imelala because nimekuambia na kazi, but inshallah once I'm settled, I think I'll need to plan my strategy plan for next year better, inshallah.
Yeah, okay. Watu wanasema kwamba saizi kupata mtu supportive katika maisha, let's say sana a husband ni ngumu. Kuna mtu pale nje ambaye anakusikiza na that lady really wants, yani akuwe ile mtu ambaye atamfungua ajue muhimu wa kuwa na supportive partner kwenye maisha. Talk to that person. Talk to that lady ambaye she really wants to know muhimu wa kuwa na supportive partner katika maisha. Tukirudia na pale mtu unajaribu kuchase dreams zako.
Kitu nitakwambia, wajua kwa ndoa ni vizuri mkikaa chini mkizungumza pale mnataka kwenda.
Wewe na bwanako. Yeye
atasema zake, wewe utasema zako.
Okay.
Like you have a strategy where you want to be, both of you, or where you want to build yourself in this marriage. So kitu nitasema ni mkikaa chini mkiongea, it is good, kila mtu atamuelewa mwanzake na mtajua venye mtakuwa.
Also the communication part is very important.
Very key. Because maybe utakuwa na dreams wewe unataka kufanya but your husband haizijua. You know that support system, when it's there, it will guide you, and he or she, now you supporting each other, you will reach a place. I know mutakuwa na back and forth, mutakuwa na hiccup, but kitu nitasema communication is key. Be open. Speak it up. I need support. Then you see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it does work.
It does work. Yeah. I think when you sit down as a couple and discuss, I don't think itakuwa ni shida kwenye maisha. Kama mimi, when I got this position and I was a new mom. My daughter is 1.5 years right now.
Oh, mdogo bado.
Yeah, mdogo. So when I got this, I was new in the marriage. I was new on the motherhood, and now the position. So you can imagine the things that in your life that zimekuja zote kwa mara moja, alhamdulillah, and they were good things, I will say. because ni baraka, mtoto ni baraka, kazi ni baraka, ndoa ni baraka. So now I have gotten a new position and I need to switch now my career. So you can imagine now I need to leave the finance path that I've worked all my life, building my profile and all. Now I need to change my career. And it took me some time, and I had to sit down with my husband and explain him, I need to do this career right now. So I need to go back to school. I need to do this and this and this. He was like, how are you going to manage like the fact that right now this position is demanding? You have a small kid. Now you want to go back to school. I told him, I'll manage. I just need your support. And alhamdulillah, I started. And
unajua na kingi wanadhani support wa ni pesa pekee yake.
Mi naona, by the way, I won't say money is everything in this world.
Money is not everything.
It is not everything. Wallahi wa billahi, if you have a system that is there to support you emotionally, that is the best one. That is the best. Pesa ni sawa, hakuna mtu ataka bila kuwa na pesa. But tusiweke pesa mbele. Tuweke utu.
Okay.
Mbele.
Mesikia, money is not everything. Haya. Mwake mimi najua money is everything. Everything is money.
You might have money, but if you're not health, how are you going to spend that money? If your inner peace is not at peace.
Money does not bring peace.
No.
Ile kupataje amani ya roho ndugu yangu?
Amani ya roho gani? Uko na pesa, uko mgonjwa, hiyo pesa utaitumia vipi jamani? Si tuangalie health yetu ndio important. Our health.
I talk about inner peace. Money iletagi peace. Ukiwa na pesa una amani wewe ndani ya roho yako wewe.
Kitu nitasema si ati utakuwa na amani, pesa ni kila kitu, majukumu saizi, but kitu nitasema tusiweke pesa ati ndo first priority. My health yako. When I say inner peace, if your mental health is okay, if you are at peace with everyone, if you are fine, then pesa itakuja yenyewe automatically, subhanallah.
Okay.
But sasa kama wewe already umeweka pesa mbele, maybe umekuja ukawa hiyo pesa umehangaika waitafuta ukawa mgonjwa, utaitumia vipi hiyo pesa?
Okay.
Ndio kitu nitasema. But of course maisha tuwezi kabila pesa. We have bills to pay, we have family to take care.
Money is a factor ya maisha yetu.
Yes.
Okay, tukisonga mbele kuna tumongelea kuhusu juggling between work, family issues na kila kitu. Unajua hii nataka tupeane ile mtu ambaye pale nje pia. Kuna watu wengi pale nje wana struggle. Mtu ana kazi hajui kubalance ndoa, hawezi kubalance kazi, hawezi kubalance ulezi. Alafu kuna ile kitu inaitwa depression. After kuza inaitwa nini? Postpartum. Yes. Postpartum ni kupasuliwa postpartum. Ile did you experience postpartum?
I will say yes, I will say no. Because wajua ile mostly ni ile kukaa ndani ya nyumba sana ndio ina cause pia. Wajua ile motherhood is a new thing. You don't have support system.
Ukiconsume sana
like pia ukiwa hauna pia support system. Wajua ukiwa na support system whereby you get time and sleep, you get someone to support you because it's a new life you are experiencing.
Okay.
Already wenyewe mwili wako uko in a way na mtoto hujua hata wamfanya nini and all that, so it's kind of stress and now you're like, oh, this person depends on me. No, so how you work on it, I think right now alhamdulillah there's a lot of articles we can read ambazo zitaweza kukusaidia. So ni na pia ile pia usiwe waifikiria sana because from my experience I'll say do not think so much about the depression but after giving birth because the more you consume
you really have to think about it, inakuja automatically,
inakuja automatic yenyewe but it depend how much you unajieka sasa wewe peke yako unaona, the more you feel that it is good now to get yourself out there. Now because ukisema sasa mimi nasikia hivi uko na mtoto umekaa tu na mtoto, that is more you are it is getting into you. But how you let it out, meet people, go out, have fun, let support come. Don't deny support, by the way. Do not
from
deny
anyone.
Mtu ankuja atakumchukua mtoto kumbeba, mwachie mbebe because that is really, to me, it helped me, by the way.
Okay.
It's really helped me. Like someone wants to take my baby kumkari, wajua kuna wengine wanakataa hata mtoto wao kubebwa. But sometimes you need that to rest.
Nataka ile time kupumzika.
Upumzike because you can imagine hujalala mchana, hujalala usiku. How are you going? It's
exhausting.
Yes.
What is your lowest kuna mtu ana kiwango chake cha pesa anasema ikifika hapa yuko broke. M-Pesa yako iko na pesa ngapi ndio wajua ni broke? Kuna mtu ana 10k lakini bado yani ikifika 10k inalia kama token according to
me. I won't say ati sijui niko poor, alhamdulillah.
No, ile pesa ambayo iko kwa M-Pesa ukiona sema mimi hapa
I've never looked at myself like niseme niko break ati niko broke kwa hii pesa. Because kitu nitasema hata sijui hata nijibu vipi, but to me venye I don't know how I can reply this.
Mimi nikiwa na shilingi 500 M-Pesa najua itaisha sasa hivi.
Okay.
Kwa hivyo mimi ikifika 500 M-Pesa najua Chuna sasa I'm broke. Wewe pesa ngapi kwa M-Pesa waona hapa? Lazima nitafutia kuongeza.
I've never looked at myself in that aspect, by the way.
Ukiona 200 poa tu.
Sawa. Sijawahi kujifikiria ati nikiwa na hii pesa hii ati niko broke I've never looked.
But you've been broke.
Of course.
Umekosa pesa?
Yes.
Okay. Haya. Awazali wengine mtu anataka tu kuchangamsha. Na kuna ile kitu ya kwamba have you ever doubt yourself kwenye maisha? Kwa mtu ufanya kazi, we work 24/7, tunatafuta pesa, tunatafuta familia, tunene. Lakini kuna ile a breaking point ya kwamba you are doubting yourself. Am I in the right phase? Am I really doing what I want? Am I really kile nafanya, am I okay? Nakifanya vizuri sawa. Ushikukaa ukajikwestion hizo vitu.
Okay, no, I won't say I doubt myself the whole of the things, but just some scenarios they come sometimes, and you're like, did I do the right thing? Did I do well?
Ama kuchukua uamuzi wa jambo alafu una question baadaye.
Not frequently, but sometimes it happens. Like maybe you've done a decision and you feel like hapa kuna tashwishi kidogo and all that. Yeah, it happens because sometimes you may make a decision not thinking, and later you realize like I could have done it better in this way, ama ningekuwa nimefanya zaidi upande huu na huu. So it happens. Ina happen mara nyingine you unakosea, unafanya decision, then you're like no, this is not the right way to go, this is not the right decision, now you go back to the drawing board.
At the end of the day tunataka kuinuna kama wanawake, tunataka kusaidiana kama wanawake when it comes to women empowerment. Tunasaidiana, but at the same time especially wanawake from coast kuna ile competition ambayo ni negative competition between us. Si lazima kwamba wanafanya na certain organization, hata hizi biashara ndogo ndogo huku nje. Have you ever find yourself ya kwamba mimi hizi competition ndogo ndogo mtu ashaye kuchallenge kwenye maisha yako?
Oh, okay, challenge in what aspect? Maybe can you give a scenario?
Career wise, biashara, family making.
I will say being challenged is if it is a healthy challenge, that's okay for me.
Kuna healthy challenge.
Yeah, kuna zile healthy challenge like let us build ourselves. Umefanya hivi, let us do it better. You see, but si yale mambo competition and all that. I'm not that person, by the way. And you will rarely see me in such scenarios like in terms of if I've seen someone doing something I've like it, I'll talk to that person like I've seen that you've done thing and I really like it. How did you do it? Because I like to learn. And I ask people. And I don't care if maybe kama utakataa, it's okay. I'll say okay, thank you basi, but I'll approach you. I won't like look on it and think it in a perspective of competition or I want it to overshine or to do it better. If you've done something good and I like it, I'll always walk out. I'll come to you.
Ambacho watu hawakijui kuhusu wewe.
Oh, okay. People say I have one of the my face is one of the I will say like less person to talk, and sura yangu inakaa ngumu, not easy someone to approach me. That is what the feedback I get for the people who don't know me, by the way. I'll say I'm one of the most talkative person. I talk a lot. I am one of the person who is very loud, and I can say that's me. But my face always speak the other side of me. Yes.
Kuna kitu ambacho ulikifanya utotoni mpaka sasa unakikumbuka?
What? I grew up in a surrounding with a lot of men.
Watoto wa kiume?
I have my uncle who is almost my age. So I used to play a lot with men. Naenda kucheza gololi, kucheza kupanda miti. So that is something I did. I can remember when my younger me.
Oh, okay. Kuna mtu ambaye anasema me I just want 3 kids. I'm unabud. What is your take on having how many kids?
As many as God amenipatia, alhamdulillah.
As many?
Mwenyezi Mungu wala ameniandikia. Wale Mwenyezi Mungu ameniandikia by the way.
Amen 10.
Kama Mwenyezi Mungu
uchumi wa ruhusu ama wewe ni mtu kama I'm having kids kwa sababu I'm able to sustain them ama I'm having kids kwa sababu Mungu amenipa?
Both of them, you need to check on them because of course the economy lazima uangalie pato lako la maisha na venye utakaa. But kitu huo I think tumesoma madrasa, kila mtoto akija anakuja na baraka yake,
anakuja na sahani yake. Iko mti lakini usani
Mwenyezi Mungu atakufungulia, lakini siwezi kusema ati nataka watoto 3 because kama uliangalia nilisema history yangu nimeolewa miaka mingapi na nini, unaona sasa nimepata mtoto.
Kupata mtoto kule nyuma.
It's a blessing. So to me nitasema whatever Mungu amekuandikia. That is the right way because of my experience.
Because of your experience. It is good. Talking on that, I don't know if you're comfortable, lakini talking about kuchukua muda, the fertility part ambao wanawake wengi siku hizi wana battle. Unaolewa na mtu, like you really don't know where the problem is. Couples wengine mmoja ndo anatafuta matibabu ya kutafuta mtoto, mwingine yuko amerelax anasema mimi ama society inanyoshia sana kidole mwanamke. Not knowing hata mwanamume pia anaweza kuwa na tatizo lile. What is your take on that?
I can't say much of it because I've never experienced it as Aisha. But I can say is we need to educate and do more of awareness on the male perspective because we focus so much on the girl child and tumekuwa kila siku tunamkandalia mwanamke, lakini the other side tumemempower mwanamke, tumesahau huyu mwanamume huko. The last 15 years we've always focused on the girl child, so it's high time now we look on the awareness part for both. Awareness
ni kwamba pia to make them aware kwamba wanaume pia they can be sick when it comes to fertility issues.
Yes, it's normal. Si kitu ya kuficha kwenye hii dunia. Kama wanawake wanakuwa fertile, kwa nini wanakuwa hawezi kuzaa? Kwa nini mwanamume atakuwa anaweza tu kuzaa? So it's just awareness that we need to spread it more to our community. Yes.
So experience yako when you know like I'm pregnant. How was it?
It was one of the exciting moments. One of the most exciting moments in my life. Yes.
How na woga, how will motherhood be, blah blah blah.
You know, I grew up in an extended family, so bringing up people around, my small cousins and all that, it was like a normal thing for me, and it wasn't really tough for say like atinaanza kufikiria. I never thought of it, by the way. The only time now it hit me, it is the day now I resume work and I have a small baby. No, that is the time now it hit me like, okay, now how are you going to kazi and all that.
You trusted a maid with the kid?
No, I have my auntie that I used to drop. My uncle and my auntie used to take care of my daughter and my cousin.
Kwa nini uko trust mfanyakazi?
She was very young and she needed a lot of high care at the moment because I gave birth to her when she was very small. So like I didn't want to leave her with a maid. I needed a family figure to be around her to take care of her.
Okay, like squeeze pia watu the cases ya maid amefanya hivi, maid amefanya vile, na kunakuwa na trust issues pia kuachia mtoto. Katika masuala mengine labda tukimalizia, what do you have to tell the society, especially vijana ambao wanaona ugumu when it comes to volunteer kufanya kazi? Mtu anataka kitu cha rahisi, watoto wa kike pia squeeze mtu kuradhi abakie nyumbani, lakini volunteer in promising organization kama Redcross ama hizi NGOs tofauti, mtu anaona ni kupoteza muda ama kupoteza wakati.
I think I'm a good example from the history ambao nimesema awali. How I started, how I went from an assistant to from a focal person to an assistant, to an assistant to an officer, and I think I've grown up from an officer now to be in charge of Mombasa. Yataka subra. Vijana wa siku hizi kitu nitawaomba is be patient. Subra ni kitu muhimu. and self-drive. It's really key because
Unajituma.
Not sasa kusema exhausted.
Unajituma.
Wajua nimenotice vijana wengine wako very aggressive, wengine wanakuwa reluctant and all that. Kitu nitasema jitume. Just self-drive. This is the thing that I usually tell my volunteers at Kenya Redcross, because as Red Cross is a good place to network. But it depends how aggressive you are in life. So ukikuwa aggressive in haya maisha, I don't think there is an obstacle, because how aggressive you are, how you push yourself, then Mwenyezi Mungu atakufungulia mengine.
No, okay.
Kitu nitasema. So to the young people that are listening, please push yourself. Go out. Do not sit, because no one will come to any person who is seated. Because right now, any job you'll get, they'll need an experienced person. So if you're seated and you're doing nothing, no one will employ anyone. So kitu nitasema, jitume, toka, wewe ngangana na maisha. Just know God is watching at you one day.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. Nimeshukuru. I appreciate your presence. Na nimeshukuru kwa kuja. Na karibu tena siku nyingine.
Thank you so much, Chuna.
So it's been pleasure having Aisha in our episode today. Kindly do not forget to subscribe to all our social media platform. That is the Let's Voice Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, kila mahali. Na nisahau mtu ambaye anataka kukufuata social media pages zako unajitaji.
Aisha AlHusseini. And I'm on Twitter and I'm on Facebook.
Oh, sawa. I've been your host for today, Chuna Salim. Until next time, bye-bye.